Night vision is the ultimate thing I ever want. I want it so bad when I was a kid. First, there are big lens and strong infrared beam, and there's a 3-inch image that looks like a binocular. It looks so futuristic. Let me try to open it. It can record videos, photos, and can play back. And there's menu, there's like image size and resolution, and many more. And next I'm gonna watch the version. Okay, that's the real version. I'm gonna doing some room tests. When there's light, it can be a binocular telescope during the day, because it can record 1080p video, but night is a full color night vision device. Look at the detail with infrared mode. When it's total darkness, it was really high clarity. I'm gonna observe the house that stands up to 150 meters away. Look at the house, looks really clear. And there's trees and woods over here that was really micro detail, so clear. Let me try to zoom it in. Why I can't see the roof bricks? I'm gonna try to observe this building from 50 meters away with my night vision binocular. This is now have 5 times digital zoom. That was really clear. And there's a person over here. I'm gonna try to observing right here that distance up to 1 kilometer away. This first time. Now this is 10 times. I'm gonna try to observing right here. It looks really clear, and there's a car like this stands up to 200 to 300 meters away. Look, now I'm gonna observing like 250 to 750 meters away. Look, now there's their details over here. It's so clear because the display screen is like 1080p, and there's a building and cars. And look at this detail is so good. Let's see what will happen if I close it down. My eyes only can see like this. Let me test the observation. The hills right up to 1 to 3 kilometers away. Look, that was detailed. It looks like a CCTV monitoring sensors. Look at these light details, bro. And there's a lot of buildings over here. Let me checking right here. Now that almost reaching 5 kilometers. Let me test the effect at night time. The night time when I was opening right here, because there's still have light. Look at displaying full color, and I can observe the tree descend like 30 to 50 meters away. There's a bike. And next I'm gonna try to observing right here. It also same, this detail is also as same as 150 to 200 meters away. And there's a hills which looks clear, and the light was really bright. I'm gonna try to watch there that distance up to 150 meters away. Looks like daytime. Next I'm gonna try to observing right here. The person distance up to 15 meters away. Observing right here with full color without infrared mode in like 200 to 500 meters away. Look at the building. It looks really clear. And right here, that was literally displaying clear in full color. That distance up to 100 meters away. I'm gonna observing the town park. There's low light. I'm gonna try to observing the distance is 50 to 100 meters. Because this is low light, it can display the full color by starlight sensors. Right here, there's a town park symbols. And next, I'm gonna observing there's infrared mode in town park. Look, there's a people fishing right here. They have 100 to 200 meter range, right? Let's see, this is going to be crazy after I zoom. That looks like a night vision scope. And there's trees and water ponds that distance far away, like 30 meters. I spot a person right here. Good one. And there's town park symbols. I'm gonna try to observing this place in low light. The distance like 100 to 700 meters away. Okay, first I targeting the object like 100 to 200 meters. This observation was really clear and there's good lighting. So this is a good budget beginner night vision binocular for observing. And there's grass over here. I'm gonna observing the garden in total darkness. At first is like 300 meters to 50 meters right here, just as the shopping saying that it was really clear. And next, the second place, I'm at the top. I'm gonna watching the roof, and there's a surrounding environment that distancing like 40 meters. The infrared detail is so good. Look at the place right here, and there's a slide that was really clear. That distance like 50 to 60 meters. And the woods, wow, that was so crazy. Look at the product. Let me try to watching right here. There's a woods and some lights over here, but it's too dark for me to observe without infrared. So there's a football right court right here, and there's a pond. Good one. And there's light right here. The next room I can see is distance up to 60 meters. This functioning was really good in total darkness. This is what will happen if I observe it in low light condition. Right here. So the light can see really clear and amplified, but it's not so clear when it's too dark. And there's a woods over here. And now there's infrared illuminator that's pointing right here. There's a jogging track. The last place I can saw is right here, and there's the furthest point I can see is 200 meters away with medium brightness. The last place I'm gonna observing is right here. I can say this thing was really clear. So that thing is a good stuff I ever saw. So this binocular have 5 times digital zoom, 4 times optical magnification, can see through 300 meters in total darkness, and their starlight sensor can see through weak light from 3 meters to 1 to 2 kilometers away, and also suitable for daylight. So it's really cool. You can try it out.